Investment in market securities is subject to market risk. Read all the documents carefully before investing.
On that, because the company has indeed announced a demerger of its digital and pharmacy business that will happen in the next 18 to 21 months. That's a major value unlocking move that the company has taken right now. So let's deep dive more into that and understand that what it could really mean for the shareholders as well. We are being joined by Tapan Doshi on the show right now. Hi Tapan, morning and good to be speaking with you. Firstly, with this particular demerger that is announced already, what could be really in for the shareholders of Apollo Hospitals?
Yeah, thank you very much. See, it's a big deal, and of course, it will be a good value unlocking for the shareholder also. Because if this digital business, pharmacy business, retail pharmacy business was making losses, and that was actually bringing the profitability of Apollo Hospital overall down. Now, as it is going to get demerged, value unlocking will happen. And if you take separately also, now what will happen if you see the current EBITDA of Apollo Hospital is around 14 to 16%, which may go to 20% post this demerger. Again, even this pharmacy business, what we are talking about now, they may do a profitability maybe in next 3-4 quarters, but there also the EBITDA is around 4%, which may increase to 7%. So eventually both will be benefited. Again, the valuation perspective, even if I see, I think it will go to about, maybe 15-20% higher when the demerger normally happens. So this is what is the first of all benefit. Plus, it will become like a digital retail, which we are talking about. Plus, they have a wholesale business. Plus, they have retail business of pharmacy. All combined will become one of the largest omni channel for the pharmacy, and that is the biggest you can say takeaway from this. They are going on aggressively on that, and Apollo Hospital is also doing very well. If you see their expansion plan is almost, you can say 7,000 to 8,000 crore of capex is there. 3-4,000 more beds they are going to bring. Even if you say average revenue per bed is increasing of almost 6 to 7%. So all these combined, I think this is better for the company, and both on the terms of ROCE or ROA or even margin point of view, I think it will benefit it. So one should hold on, and I think good times are ahead for Apollo, at least looking at that deal, I can feel.
Can you be more descriptive about valuations? What's been the benchmark for you to understand valuations?
Well, valuation normally, see, I normally take EV by EBITDA now. So if you talk about hospital, only it's around 20 times now currently. Now in future, this may change, and I think here as the margin will go up, I think it will be much more beneficial for the company. Because see, currently on the Apollo Hospital, in a combined entity, because that digital business was making losses, that was bringing the margin down. Okay, now that may go up from 14 to 20%. That will bring the valuation down.
Okay, fair point. Now, the pharmacy business which gets separated, what is the benchmark there to understand valuations? Because that cannot be looked at EV by EBITDA, because that's a solid cash flow business.
Yeah. Sorry, come again.
No,
I can't hear
the
you.
second business which is getting separated, that is more like a cash flow business.
Yeah.
So in that, should we look at EV by EBITDA? Because in
second
hospital,
business is the loss making. Correct. Now, if you see their EBITDA is around 4% as such. Now, what they are saying, maybe in 3-4 quarter, it will be in a profitability. That is what the management is talking about. So EBITDA will increase on that part, and that will bring the valuation up. Currently, if you see that business is around 22,000 odd crore valuation is there, and the chances may that it may go up 30,000 odd crore in future, maybe when the demerger will happen. So that is the take where there also valuation will go, because it will become profitable in future.
I just wanted to have your take on the valuation specifically with respect to the hospital's business, because with this value unlocking, the listed entity, or rather the majority, the major entity will be the hospital business that will be left behind. What sort of a value unlocking could be at play? And if you can give us some sense that if I compare just Apollo Hospitals with in comparison to some of the pure listed hospital chains, case in point being Max Healthcare, Fortis that we have, what sort of a discount was the hospital chain trading at?
If I feel that currently the Apollo Hospital was around 20 to 30% discount currently against the competitors, and currently it is having a 3,000 crore EBITDA, what I feel. And now in future, of course, if the loss making goes out, then I think that will remain and it will go up only. So currently against the peers, it was trading at a discount when we talk about the valuation front of view, now all their teams and all other hospitals. So I think this is where now the Apollo Hospital will be benefited in future, because the loss making will go away. And of course, in future, as the expansion plan is there, revenue will go up. I think things will be better.
A lot of consolidation happening in the hospital industry. Private players have come in, big expansion is happening. Do you think future growths will now get compromised for the basic business of Apollo, which is the hospital business? Because big hospitals are expanding in small towns, and small towns are no longer really needing that kind of extra tertiary healthcare for which they were coming to big towns.
Honestly, no, Nikunj, I feel that here the expansion will be there for most of the hospitals, and this demand is there. If you see any hospital, big hospital to come, it will take 3 to 4 years. It's not easy to bring such a big hospital easily. Again, no, Apollo being a brand, I don't think it will be compromised, because the way the health insurance is going up, okay, you can see the increase in premium, also growth and all that. People are going to a good hospitals and all that, and that is where Apollo is coming number one as such. And so I don't feel that because the population is such large, and again the health insurance going up and the demand is there, plus it take times to new hospital to come, even though small hospitals are coming up, but still lot of demand is there. So still from here also, I think good growth is there for the Apollo Hospital, what I feel.
Tapan, with this, we let you go on that. Thank you so much for taking the time out and actually decoding this news flow for all of our viewers. Thank you so much for that. But with this,